This will be a debunk proving that Trump helps our national debt and that Dems don't. President Trump is not even in the top 3 of debt adders. Trump helps crush our debt and is on track to rid us of it, whereas Dems only added to it like crazy. Biden added $9.5 trillion, half of it just interest because he jacked up the rates to hide inflation. Trump added $7.8 trillion in 4 years, including a once-in-a-lifetime century pandemic, with this year cutting the deficit $41 billion in 9 months. Per year, Trump has added less. Biden left us in a $30 trillion hole and then lied about it. Biden blew past $10 trillion in 4 years. Obama's 8-year run stacked $9.3 trillion, and even George W. Bush tacked on $5.8 trillion through wars and bailouts. Trump's $7.8 trillion or more over 4 years now. It was at least all in our best interest and was all rooted in America First agendas that went to our use and benefit. Every bit of it was locked on to such agendas such as border securities. Trump doesn't just spend wildly and give our money away like Dems do. What was sent to stuff like border security is making us hundreds of billion dollars, if not trillions, in returns. Those walls and deportations slashed a $150 billion yearly tab on illegals flooding ERs, schools, and more. Tariffs, investments, trade, and immigration restrictions are making hundreds of billions as well from all kinds of different areas. Safer, more secure, booming, more independence. Tax cuts unleashed $1 trillion in corporate cash. Trump has not bloated our national debt like Dems do. He has weaponized it for wins that cut costs long term. Look at Treasury and CBO data. Trump's the one who forced the Pentagon into real audits for the first time ever back in 2018. Yeah, they failed 6 or 7 times since, but that's because the deep state bureaucrats Obama and Biden let it fester, just dragging their feet. Under Trump, we demanded accountability. Per Reuters, the DoD finally faced mandatory financial audits, exposing the waste those prior admins buried. Pinning blame equally on all administrations dismisses the scale of spending spikes. Post 9/11 budgets ballooned under Bush, but Obama's expansions on defense pork like that $1 trillion F-35 fiasco left the ledger in ruins, per a 2021 GAO analysis that you can read for yourself. Trump inherited a DoD drowning in red ink, slashed waste by freezing hires, demanded transparency reports which CNN even covered back then. Biden's reversed course, pouring more cash into the same broken systems without fixes. Check Forbes for their take on the 2024 audit flop. Harris echoes that complacency, while Clinton's deregulations laid early groundwork for the chaos. Real change starts with leaders who confront the rot, not cover it. The very first audit in fiscal 2018 hit under Trump, and while it flunked, big surprise, after decades of zero oversight, the real culprits were the legacy systems from Obama, ballooning budgets that ignored accountability altogether. In fiscal year 2025, the federal budget deficit came in at $1.8 trillion, down $41 billion from the year before, with revenues jumping to $5.23 trillion. That's per the Treasury's own fiscal data and the Congressional Budget Office's November 10th monthly review that you can pull up online for yourself. All Dems did was stuff to abuse, steal, hemorrhage, and bleed us dry. Countless waste on spending, countless billions and trillions and tons of fraud into different areas that bloat and nonsense, constantly selling us out to other countries and ruining our markets, spending tons on BS like climate agenda, selling us out constantly to other countries and ruining our markets. When Trump gives to other countries, like as seen with the Argentina and Israel deals, they are at least America First initiatives in our best interest. Newsweek detailed in September 2024, amid Hamas escalations, it's all connected. Russia, China, and their autocrat pals form an axis per the U.S.-China Commission's 2025 chapter on revisionist ambitions, and Dems' endless cash spigot abroad to Ukraine alone by mid-2025, Reuters tallied, leaves us footing the bill while our vets sleep on the streets, per usual with Dems. All they do is harm us and put us last, while real Americans, such as our vets, sleep on the streets. This foreign meddling destroys us from within. Skyrocketing debt from their giveaways hits $36 trillion per Forbes' debt clock updates. This all crushes middle-class families with inflation that they all blame on Trump. They prioritize globalist elite over flyover folks, letting adversaries arm up while we foot the tab. It's betrayal, plain and simple, putting America's dead last every time. Trump saw it all coming and fought back. We need that fire now to seal this coffin shut. Much of our national debt is likely due to all of the hundreds of billions in fraud we are finding from Dems as well. Fraudulent wars, fraudulent climate agendas, weaponization, fraudulent benefits for illegals, fraudulent foreign aid. All they did was harm and steal from us taxpayers. The American people were being utterly robbed, plus worse. Biden, Harris, and Dems boomed our national debt, while Trump helps our debt by large fashions. Dems oversaw the highest homelessness, drugs, crime, theft, rape, murders, etc. rates under Biden-Harris. Under Trump, we are the most secure and safe in a long time. He helps blacks, Latinos, girls, and women, and the lowest of us more than any president before him in a long time, if ever. Trump's helping prescription prices and health cares like rehab and Social Security like crazy. Stop the lies. Every other previous president gave us debt, while Trump actually gives us real hope. Trump has secured tens of trillions in private and foreign investment. The U.S. Treasury has also taken in over $235 billion in tariff duties since January 2025, while on track to eventually rake in over $1 trillion, same with border security measures and slashing fraud/abuse and more with DOGE and all that. Deregulation efforts could save American businesses as much as $5 trillion over the next fiscal year. Dems' immigration crisis and other crises alone were costing us hundreds of billions/$1 trillion plus a year. 2021 to 2025 data from CBO and FAIR and state audits proved Democrats funneled at least $1.3 trillion in total costs to illegal immigrants, benefits, asylum processing, healthcare, SNAP, and more, draining American taxpayers while illegals got the windfall. DOGE is saving trillions coming in from many sectors. Trump factually helps smash our debt instead of raising it like all of our other previous presidents do. It is time to stop lying.